underneath. Instead of increasing, it is decreasing. So what that tells us is our base is a fraction. All right, base is a fraction. All right. The asymptote is down here at -3. The asymptote is here at y equals -3. All right. 0, -2, the fact that it's decreasing means that it's obviously going down. So it would be in the form y equals m/n a plus b minus 3. So that's what you're looking for. The y-intercept is 0, -2. Plug in 0 until you get -2. All right. So that's the idea behind those. So there are multiple choice. Well, those two of these. The E1's not, but we'll talk about that in a second. What I want you to do for 30 seconds is tell me the domain, the range, and the asymptote for that one, the equation for the asymptote. Take about 30 seconds to get the domain, range, and asymptote. Just so I know we got that all covered. Okay, 10 more seconds. All right. Domain's all real numbers for all these. The range, even though it's decreasing, everything's above it, so y is greater than -3. And then the asymptote y equals -3. And those numbers will always be the same. All right. So there's a couple problems like that. Now the third problem like that, okay, the third problem that is not multiple choice is on the back. All right, where it says, what is the natural base equation of the following graph if its coefficient equals 1? What that means is y equals ae to the x plus b plus c. If its coefficient is 1, y equals e to the x plus b plus c. Okay. Now, for these, it's a little different because you can't plug in. Number one, identify the asymptote. Identify the asymptote. All right. Y equals -3 is your asymptote. All right. So two things. Number one, y equals e to the x plus b minus 3. So we got that part done. The e is going to be there. The x is going to be there. We got to figure out this. Okay. Take whatever this value is and subtract it from your y. In this case, subtract because it's negative. If it was plus, you would add it. In other words, 10.4 minus 3 is 7.4. 5.7 minus 3 is 2.7. That's our bingo. All right. 4 minus 3 is 1. That's what we want as well. 3.4 minus 3 is 0.4. All right. because that's our negative 1, 0, and 1 problem. That's what you want. And it doesn't have to be all three, it can just be one. If you can do it with just the one, but that's what you need. You either need 2.7, you need 1, or you need 0.4 after you address the shift. And then remember, x's are the opposite. So what's the opposite of negative 2? Plus 2. This becomes y equals e to the x plus 2 minus 3. Okay? So that's how you handle that one. All right, so take a few minutes to work on the last three, and then we'll go through those, and then you're good to go. So you're working on those last three problems, Lyle with his twins, an exponential equation, and the population of the species. If you need a calculator, they're over there. Just leave them on your desk when you're done. You can use your phone, that's fine. Give you a couple more minutes. All right. So for the first one, icosahedron is going to make about $274.14 more. The second one, the equation is -3 to the x minus 2 plus 5. The initial amount in the last one's 55. After 6 months, it will be 375. And after 5 years, it will be 1,200,000,000, or 1.2 times 10 to the 10th. I just want to check my math on that. 55e.32 times 6 months. Yep. And then 55e.32, 5 years would be 60 months. Yep. There you go. Before talking about graphing tomorrow, does anybody have any? Yeah. Any questions about any of that? Because that's word problems, and we started that yesterday and finished it. Everybody's good? I'll let people finish copying down, then like I said, we'll talk about the graph. Okay, so tomorrow there's 15 questions on the quiz. Okay. And okay. Go here. Go here. Okay. Go back to presenting. Do that. And P, duplicate. Okay. So when you do physically have to graph, and there's a couple that you have to graph, you don't have to draw on the exponential curve. You just have to plot points. So to see what I'm talking about, directions, complete the table values for the exponential function. Then graph the points to create an exponential graph. All right. So they will tell you the values. All right. So for example, if I plug in 0 and into the 0 power is 1, 16 times 1 is 16. So 0, 16 is a point. You then click on point first, whatever point it is. It can be in any order. So there's point A. I click on that, and I just plot 0, 16. All right. If I want to plug in 1, 1/2 to the 1 is 1/2. Half of 16 is 8. So that would be 1/8. So I would come down here. All right. And so forth. And you keep going down, depending on how many points it asks you to graph. Now, if you make a mistake, you can move it. So if you decide you want to move it later, it's fine. The one thing you can't do is put it in a fraction. It's going to just be integer value. One of the problems does say find points that are integer values, so make sure you know integer values so you can't just plug in anything. All right, so there's the graphing component. All right, so you got about a little less than 20 minutes. You can work on those word problems that are due at midnight. If you are at home and you want to leave, feel free. I will be after for Virtual Math Lab today. Be safe, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
How much time do we have on the quiz to finish it?
Right now, right? It's like a regular class period. So,
Okay.
so basically, what I'll do is it'll be 50 minutes because if you went after, like if you were in regular school and you took it in school, you'd probably have till the next bell and then I'd write your pass to go to your next class. So I'll probably have it for like 50 minutes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. So again, tomorrow you don't have to participate in the live stream. You'll be taking the quiz. The live stream will be open if you have a question during the quiz. That would be me. Sheepers! How about you do this? See how you feel over the weekend? If you feel up to it over the weekend, try to send me a message in Google Classroom somewhere, like with the homework or whatever, because that'll show up on my phone. I don't always check my emails over the weekend. So just send me a message if you feel up to it over the weekend. If not, we'll talk about it on Monday.